Hello guys, welcome to the draft recap for the Copenhagen Sawsbucks as we're entering the UBL Season 2. I don't think I want to do like a lot here in the beginning, do a lot of talking. I think I will just actually go into the picks and why I picked them, and then we can talk a bit afterwards. So sit back and enjoy as we go through the next 12 picks. And I promise this is not going to take half an hour. I mean, you already know clicking on the video, but I won't. First turn. I was number 9 in the draft. And I had a little list of things that could be potential nice things to pick in the first round. And they all got taken except for the last one. So, first round, we pick up Victini. Because, like, Victini is just is such a good wall breaker. And it can be both physical, it can be special. And honestly, like, V-Create, unless you're assisted, I don't think you survive, basically. Also has other coverage moves, Glaciate. Also has second type moves. It has some more things, but I completely forgot the Bolt Strike. Got it. Totally. So yeah, this thing also like 100 base stats across the board means that it's also decent in bulky, so it can actually take a hit or two. So it's not like it's not a complete glass cannon, so that's nice. And then going into second round, I wanted something that could steamroll, hopefully a bit. That you can come in and it can either sit up or it can just clean the table. So I wanted the Katana. You know, pretty fast, little bugger. If a fire type sneezes, it's dead. But otherwise, like, it gets super good coverage, and it can also be a defogger, which is probably not the thing that I would use it for, mostly, but it can be. Yeah, you know, just super hard hitting. Like, it has the most ridiculous attack that ever existed. Together with the Leaf Blade, something's going to hurt. So yeah, that's basically it. Then we go to round 3, because now we have like these two super hard hitting. I'm not going to say glass cannons because they're not fully, except Katana on the special side. There, it's completely a glass cannon. But I want some bulk. So I want the Rotom Wash, because Rotom Wash only has one weakness, obviously, grass, which the other two resist pretty darn well. And it takes the fire weakness for Katana, and it takes the ground weakness and water weakness for, let's say, for Victini. So, pretty good little addition there. I can Volt Switch, can move around a bit, Hydro Pump, Defog, can Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, it can also Thunder Wave. Like, it can be an annoying little bugger, this thing. Goes around 4. And I'm still like, I still want bulk, because now like we have a fire, water, grass core. I need to say the right things. I was about to say something else completely. We have that. And I kind of want to begin like Steel, Dragon, Fairy. I mean, we have a Steel type, obviously. So, then with Gudra, because Gudra's fat. Like, look at those hips. Gudra's hips doesn't lie. Gudra's fat. Gudra has super good coverage. And it can also set up its physical defense even. And if you are one of the frisky players, which I'm probably not, you can also run like, what is it, hydration something, and then you can have a rain dance and you can just like rest and heal forever. That's something I really should try at some point. Like, if this goes completely to the dogs, we're going to bring that set at some point. And hopefully throw someone off guard. It'd be nice. Then we're going to round 5. And I picked up Silvally. Maybe slightly early to do it. I don't know. There were some things that I really like about Silvally. First of all, it can Panic Shot, which I really like Panic Shot. It's because often like U-turn, Volt Switch, they don't necessarily do a lot of damage always, and like Panic Shot just puts people in a position where like they can switch into something, but they risk it getting its attack and special attack lowered, and especially if it's like things that are not super stally, they don't really like it. That of course, it can be every type we want, which means that it can fit onto basically every team, and it also gets like, it gets decent coverage, and it can also set up a bit, and it can also defog. Like, you can do some nice things. The only thing it likes is Stealth. Well, that's it. Yeah, then we go into round 6. And I was looking at picking my Mega in this round, and a lot of other people were too. And they were before me. And they picked every darn thing that I had really written down. Especially the guy before me who took Mega Electric. It made me so sad that day. So instead, I will make a Pidgeot. You know, the good thing is that first of all, Mega Pidgeot is not horrible. That's always a nice thing. Because you can spam Hurricane. And you are pretty fast. You're not as fast as I wanted to be. Obviously, I was looking at base 135, only got 121. But you know, pretty damn fast. Yes, Heat Wave. Can use it now that we talk about it. Can also defog. Roost. Something. We can also Tailwind, so we can help out the rest of the team. Like, it's not a hopeless Pokemon. It's actually pretty good. Like, bird spam. Flying spam is actually super nice. And having a Hurricane that can't miss is actually, like, super nice. Especially on a Pokemon that's as fast as Pidgeot is. So, then we go to round 7. And I can admit that I don't remember at all what I picked in round 7. Yo, actually, I think I do. You can check. Let's see. Okay, that was not what I thought I picked in round 7. But I picked Pilswine. Because as you, of course, noticed, I had a severe lack of any hazards. And I was looking a bit through the tiers, and I was like, tier 5, Pilswine. Pretty bulky. Pretty hard-hitting. Ground type was super nice. Ice type, which is super good in a league. Or in a format where basically every 4 times weakness to ice is there. Like you have your Garchomps, and your Landorus, and your Gliscor, and your Flygon, and your Zygardes, both of them. So this thing became pretty valuable to me in tier 5, so I picked this. And with the Eviolite, like, it just gets so bulky. And it also gets like coverage. Don't remember if it gets knockoff, something tells me that it doesn't. I think it's only Mamoswine. But still, like, super good Pokemon. Of course, it has a weakness that can't really heal itself, but, you know, otherwise, we're good. I mean, Rest Sleep Talk. Rest Sleep Talk is always a thing. It's not, 50%. Then we go into round 8. And I picked something that I just had brought to Battle Spot a lot and I liked using. So I was like, hey, let's use it in League. Woo! I picked Ambipom. You know, has fake on. Priority is nice. Pretty fast. Also super frail. But it also, like, it gets U-turn. It gets knockoff. It gets the elemental punches. It gets skunk shot. Like, it gets a lot of coverage moves, and then also, like, it gets power punch. It's set up suddenly. And then also gets Last Resort. And I love Last Resort. Unless I'm in against the Ghost type, then I don't like it. But otherwise, like, Last Resort can basically two-shot everything that doesn't resist it. And considering the rock types are pretty limited in leagues like this, and that basically leaves you with 2 things. Steel types and Ghost types. So if you can take care of those before bringing Ambipom in, then Ambipom can have a lot of fun. And then we go to round 9. And I'm beginning to look at my Sea Crystal. Because I wanted to make sure that I got a Sea Crystal that could be utilized well on the team. So I was looking at that. The fighting one had already been taken, but that was also the only thing. So I went with the Grass Sea move, because we have a Katana. Bloom Doom from a Katana can break through so many things that it's beautiful. And it's something that can really help with Steamroll. Also, like, Victini can use it because it gets, like, both Soul Beam and Energy Ball. Gudra, if you want to run that physical power whipping sea moving Gudra, you can do it. Only your imagination is the limit. That's not how the saying is, I know that still. Then we go into round 10. And now it became a bit frisky because I was traveling while the draft was going on. We'll commence that a bit more. And there was a mistake in the document, in the draft document. So I was looking and I could just, like, notice that, okay, everyone has a fairy type but me. And then I looked in the draft document and said that Gardevoir was there. And I'd actually seen that, like, a couple of rounds before, so it's like, I can wait this pick out. Turns out that Gardevoir wasn't available and it was a mistake, so it threw me off so much. Because I hadn't planned it and I had used my free picks on some pretty high tier Pokemon, so I didn't really have, like, there was so few fairies left. I didn't really have the picks. I didn't have the points to take one of those, so I did something else completely. And was like, nope, not dealing with this right now. I picked Tentacruel. So I came with that ramble a bit too early. But that was when I was waiting it out, because it was like, I can wait with this pick, it's fine. I went with Tentacruel. Because, again, like, we only have Pilswine for, what's it called? Hazards. And I wanted something else too, because I didn't want to be forced to bring Pulse Mine every week if it had a super bad matchup. So, took Tentacruel, you know, Water Poison. Always nice with a poison type. That means that we can get Toxic Spikes, or like we can absorb them. Also, we have Toxic Spikes. We also have Rapid Spin. Because this far, the team did not have a Rapid Spinner, but now it does. And Scald is nice. We can haste. We can discourage leaf seeding pretty heavily. So don't come here with your leaf seeder, because you are going to regret it. Yeah, this thing, like, it's bulky. Especially. And physically, like, again, like Gudra, it also has moves that can let it set up its physical defense, and considering that it can't get toxic, then you're looking at something. Then we go into round 11, where I found out that Garden was not available, and I was like, dang. Kind of looking around is like, okay, I need something that at least has Fairy-type moves. And I've been looking at Umbreon earlier, like as bulky Wish Passer. So I went with Espeon, which is not bulky, but it is a Wish Passer. And it can heal well. And the good thing is, other than the fact that it's fast, decently fast, it's decently hard, it's good coverage, including Dazzling Gleam, woo, and gets Calm Mind. Like, it can also set up screens, and then it can be a fast Baton Pass, and it allows you to go into something that could maybe set up. You should, mind you, I don't have a lot of things that can, but I have some, Silvally. What's his face? Katana. Like, they can set up, and also like the Tentacruel or the Gudra or something. Like, we have things that can do it, or I can set up for ourselves with Calm Mind. So like, it wasn't the pick that I wanted, but it's the pick that I got. That's basically it. And then like for the last round, I was a bit iffy. I think we were down in tier 5 again, actually. And it was like, I mean, could be nice with another option for Stealth Rocks. Could also be nice to have something that could actually heal itself, like, well enough with, you know, Recover, Synthesis, Roost, whatever. I went with Cradily. A little beautiful plan. Fits me so well, or something. So yeah. Took this thing. If this thing gets an issue power boost at some point during the season, that would be bloody amazing. I would definitely look forward to that. So yeah, that's the team. There are a couple of things that I would change now if I could. Especially like the last 2 picks. Those are the ones I'm the most iffy about. But otherwise, like, the team, it might look a bit funny on paper, but I think like we have some good elements. We just like need to learn to use it. So with that, how do you think the season will go? I mean, obviously you already saw the first week's battle. Of course you did, otherwise you're definitely going to do it. How do you think it'll go? Be honest. Don't say I'll get wins for the rest of the season, because you all know that's not going to happen, because there's some pretty skilled guys in this league. I mean, there was in the PBL too, but mind you. Yeah. Also, if someone wants to be an assistant coach and has tried like Draft League before, hit me up on Twitter, because my link is down below, and I could really use some help. So with that, thank you for watching. We'll see what the season will bring. Hopefully, even if we can't win, which, I mean, I feel less confident here than I did in the PTBL, definitely. I just wanted the season to be fun. Like, I'm still in the learning process. This is the second time I've ever in draft, and again, like, I was drafting completely alone in the time where I was going from Europe to the US. We began like right before I left, so while I was packing and saying goodbye and everything, and then during the travel, which took like basically 24 hours, and then during the days when we had like intro from like 6 in the morning, so it was pretty stressful. Hopefully settle a bit and we can get some fun out of it. So until next time, keep cool. Bye.